Hey guys, what's up? It is Public back with another video, and this one's going to be a little different than what I've done in the past. I'm actually going to do a live walkthrough of a Torghast run just to go kind of see the choices I'm making, what you get to see in kind of Torghast, what the pace feels like more than anything, and just kind of get a feel for what that is once this will hit live servers. So I'm actually just going to do the intro quest here. I think it's only a few floors, but it should be enough to give you guys an idea of how everything looks. All right, let's get started. Okay, so we have this quest. We've started here. This is actually the first thing you get walking into the Torghast quest line here. Okay, so the first thing you do, we get our first power. Wow, we already get a kind of an epic one. So this is interesting. So casting speed reduced by 30%. Shadow Death consumes your Shadow Pain effects. Definitely going to pick that. So we're going to kind of be in the Shadow Death build, I guess. I'm actually going to go ahead and use a tome here. I think it's better to swap to Death and Madness now. I think just for fun, I will swap my gloves too to this. I'll use these gloves instead. And then put on the Shadow Death legendary. So now I have actually double sources of the Death legendary. So if we go ahead and pull this first guy here, see how bad he is. You can see Death is doing a lot of damage right now. Awesome, got the reset. So yeah, you can see from that Death is doing a lot. And then we got Painbreaker Storm. This is actually the Painbreaker from my legendary effect actually, instead of the power, even though they have the same names. So now we have very beefy Shadow Death, so we can use that to help clear out these mobs. Yeah, that's the only kind of crappy thing there. It did so much damage there, which did kill the mob, but it didn't reset Shadow Death because that's still bugged. But, you know, for the sake of the video, that's fine. Go ahead and do that. Okay, so we have a 3-pack here. I actually feel like I have a reasonable amount of gear. I did craft some stuff. Ah, shoot, I wasn't close enough to use Necrolord in all three here. It's okay. You see Death is just chunking targets now. I wish... This is the problem. It'd be easier to test if Shadow Death was actually working, but alas. Okay, so let's see. We picked up another power here, getting some Phantasma along the way. So casting Mind Control enemy will empty their pockets. I hate the Mind Control build. I don't want to go that, so I guess we'll do the Mind Blast Daze. So both these guys are now dazed, which is cool. So if I cast again, it removes that effect. No biggie. Get a beefy Shadow Death there. Awesome. It didn't kill him, which is what I wanted, I guess, in this case. You see I'm slowly picking up Phantasm as we go throughout these floors. Looks like something... Okay, here I was going to say that usually something spawns here, but there's nothing. So we'll go ahead and pull all these mall rats. I don't actually think they have this much health, so we can just... I'm just in tad pain all these guys, get them down quick. Mallrats basically don't do anything, but they do, there are a lot of powers in here that can kind of buff you or do different things once you kill a Mallrat, which is kind of interesting. Okay, we have a bigger health guy right here. And these guards do this giant frontal. Looks like he actually just bugged out, which is interesting. You see Death actually consumes so much of my dots there that it fell off, which is cool. Alright, and killing him gets me another power. So I already got 3 pretty close in. Go ahead and get this Bonded Soul, which just increased my main stat right now. Okay, so we have a choice here. Catharstic, Fade Cooldown, prevents Moon Speed, Looting Phantasma. Absorption Stacks. I think we just go with Catharstic just because it's damage, you know. It doesn't always work out because that was a rare power. It doesn't always work out that the higher the kind of echelon of the like purple is better necessarily than blue. It just kind of just depends. Seems a little random, but that's what it is. Okay, so we do have a larger floor here. I can see that there are gates ahead. I do want to sneak past these guys, so I'm gonna go ahead and just Mind Soothe for safety. Mind Soothe is actually pretty nice in Torghast as a priest. To only go where I want to. Okay, and I think the only reason I go down here is for a power. So for the sake of the video, I'm going to do this just to see it. I'm just dispersioning through because I'm lazy, and you know, what else do you use dispersion for? Oh wow, my Nova hit all those guys. That was pretty cool to see. Shadow Death barely didn't kill them. Okay, Mind Control enemy will empty their pockets again. Okay. Alright, whatever. I guess Breakable Object, getting a Power Word Shield. That was kind of a waste of time doing that, but you know, it is what it is. Disable the traps on the way out. Okay, now let's keep kind of moving forward. I just kind of want to see, is this where the exit is? I actually don't know. So what we can actually do, again, priests are really nice. I'm going to mind vision here. So, okay, that is where the exit is. Okay, cool. So we can go ahead and exit out of that. So the exit is right over there, so I do need to go that way. I don't really want to fight these guys because I just don't have to. They might give me a power, but that's okay. So let's see. We can... Where's my Mind Soothe? Okay, Mind Soothe, and then Fade rank 2 actually reduces aggro range now too. Actually, I'll go ahead and pull this guy just so you can see how close it is, but with Fade up. Look how close I can get to this guy. Yeah. Basically right up in his butt with Fade and Mind Soothe active. Which is pretty sweet. Okay, so, and you can see, it's really hard to tell, but there's this little gray thing on the ground, and if you see that, you can tell that there's a blade swinging, and that's the indicator there. So you always kind of want to watch out for those. Alright, there's a Bonded Soul over here. I want to do that just to get more intellect. There we go. Bonded Soul. Perfect. Okay, break all those guys. Oh man, almost didn't see that. Okay, still gonna kind of go in sneak mode. Oh man, I was close up to. Should have Mind Soothe. That's okay. Devouring Plague. It actually death that one. Yep, that one shot him. Sad. Man, I really wish they fixed that bug. It's so hard to test this stuff. Oh, we actually got a power from breaking these guys. That's why you always want to do that. Increases critical damage and healing by 10%. It's pretty good. Pretty good. Okay, Mind Soothe this ward. Although, wait, I thought I could only Mind Soothe humanoids and dragonkin. I guess that's a humanoid. Doesn't look like a humanoid though. Mind Soothe that one. Alright, there are scythes here. Interrupt that. Shadow of Death. Shadow of Death is already hitting really hard. Ooh, max health 20%. Very nice. Okay, we're just going to go ahead and pull all three of these guys just to finish clearing the floor. Okay, got a power from that. The Psychic Scream lasts an additional 4 seconds. Nice. So definitely kind of already leaning towards this this Mind Blast build a bit, but I also have some Shadow of Death increases too, so I have some options, which is fun. Alright, we'll kill the last enemy here. Another 4. I'm going to Shadow of Death there just to see. I actually didn't do that much. Okay, we'll interrupt that. Gonna use Fear there to get him out of that. Refresh my dots while he's in the Fear. Oh, that Massive Strike. Oh, it only hit me for 6k. Not that much, but not great. There we go. Big Shadow of Death. Okay, Fade's cooldown reduced. Extends the duration of Shower of Pain. I think we want to go with this one because this one benefits the death trait that we already got. So we'll go ahead and stack up into that. Move on 4-3. Here we go. Okay. Load screen there. Oh, that's just the exit button. Okay, I don't really have... I guess I have two options here, but we'll go ahead and pull this archer just by himself. Those guards can actually hit pretty hard, so... be a little careful here. Okay, Shadow of Death there. Probably should have Death early to get the Death and Madness reset, but it's okay. That's okay. No problem, no problem. It's actually going pretty easy with all my gear that I have now. Okay, we have all of our cooldowns so we can afford to be a little aggressive. I'm actually going to go ahead and line of sight just to make this easier. Boom, Death killed that guy. You see how Death is already hitting for super big amounts. I do have to be careful to use Death on a target that might not die, although I don't see any on this floor specifically. Because if death actually doesn't kill my target, but still does like a crap ton of damage, if like some mobs in here have like RP where they like can't die, they just like go invisible or something. So definitely want to be careful with that. Okay, we're gonna pull these guys before I go past this trap. Okay, we're gonna go ahead and fear now. Oh, nice, awesome. If you didn't see that, the mob was actually slowed after my fear. I can't check my conduits right now. There's actually a conduit that like slows your enemies after Psychic Scream expires, which is actually super awesome for Torghast, especially if you get any of these fear traits. Because then they get feared, and when they come back, they're slow. It all just makes it work out pretty nicely. All right, I'm gonna line aside all these guys down here just to make sure I can. Oh, Deafening Howl, interrupt that. There's not a whole lot of like unique abilities in Torghast. Like for the most part, it's pretty condensed. So it is a little daunting at first when you're like kind of first start out, because there's just like, man, what do all this stuff do? But they definitely kind of reuse a lot of spells from floor to floor, so it's a bit easier to keep track of. Ooh, I want to get this Bonded Soul, but I don't want to die. I think I can. Nice, just enough time. Okay, I don't think I can skip past this even with Mind Soothe and Fade, so we'll go ahead and dot him up. Use Death, and then Devouring Plague, finish him off. Please. Okay. I think I can actually skip past both of these. We'll Mind Soothe both, and then we're going to go ahead and Fade, just for safety. I don't think I needed it, though. Oh, great, I hate these rooms. So this is a trap room. You can see there's just, like, stuff happening all over the place. And if I get hit by one, I'll go ahead and get hit by this one. It actually resets me to some location. So you definitely want to be a little careful here. Wow, that actually hit me for a lot too. I think this switch should disable it though. Nice. Okay, I'm actually going to go and use my Necrolord shield here. Probably should have used this earlier. I just kind of forget I have it sometimes. I even made a weak ward to put it right in front of my face, but I still miss it. Okay, easy guard here. Get out of the strike as soon as possible. Run away. I have my Mythic Plus mentality. You do want to make sure you loot everything, especially kind of early on. Because once you get enough Phantasma, you can actually start buying stuff. There are what we quote-unquote, I mean, most people call them like the vendor floor. They're literally like an empty floor, and all it has is a vendor on it. And you can like buy powers from him, buy increases to like stats and all kinds of stuff. So you always want to kind of save up your Phantasma for that. And sometimes you'll actually get a choice when you get a power to like, you can either get something, or they'll just like give you a certain amount of Phantasma. And those can actually be really solid if like the choices just aren't great or not what you were going for. You still get something of value from it. Okay, we have a guard here, and then we have Skuldus, who's just... Oh, he was just chilling. Okay. Okay, we're going to fear him out of that. Okay, now he's got reduced move speed. I'm going to Mind Flay. Oh, looks like he bugged out. I've reported this bug like 5 times, so I'm not sure why it's happening. And then Meaty's 9,000 Shadow Word Death. Man, it's crazy. It's hitting for so much. It's hitting for like 8 Void Bolts. It's huge. Ah, Death's so meaty. Okay, awesome. This floor is clear. Let's see what we get. So here's what I was saying, like, we get a choice now. If I don't like these options, I can just get Phantasma. That'll let me buy something. Or I could extend the duration of Shadow Word Pain, again, get a bigger Shadow Word Death. I actually really like this Curious Miasma power. This is really nice for if you know you're pushing floors that are a little bit harder than what you should be able to do. This is just so much healing. It's really hard to give that up. But I'm actually doing pretty well here. I'm not really getting hit that hard, so I'm going to take the extended Shadow Word Pain here. Okay. Alright, this looks like a vendor floor already because I don't see any mobs. So we're going to go ahead and release these soul cages. I think these are all going to give me stacks of my intellect debuff, I believe. So I'm at 10 now. We'll see what we get up to. Yep. Okay, nice. So this is just some extra raw intellect. So we'll go ahead and break these guys, get some extra Phantasma and everything here. Oh, there was a power in the middle. Didn't miss that. Okay, I'm gonna get that in a second just because it's hard to see and dodge everything. Get these last crates. I actually don't think... Oh, you can see there's the Terragru. Likes to intimidate you. Okay, so this is the vendor that I was talking about earlier. I actually don't think I have enough to buy a power, but I can still get some stuff. So let's see what we got in here. Oh, I already have a pending one. So I can acquire... I think I want to acquire because then I'll be able to buy one. It's actually really nice. Okay, so when Shadow Pain expires on the target, all party members heal for 10% of their health. It's not bad because if every time I kill someone, it will expire my... but it's only 10% of my health though. I think I actually want this Curious Miasma. It's just so good, so much healing. I love taking that trait. Okay, so here you can see I can buy a Plundered Anima Cell for 150 Phantasma. This is what actually lets you get a power, so I can actually afford 2 of these, which is nice. I could have also bought, you know, just like Static Haste or Crit or other stuff. And what's on the vendor does rotate every now and then, so sometimes there's some interesting stuff on there, but I like to just buy these guys. And keep in mind that this vendor, if you're in Torghast as a group, right, if there's only one of these, only one person in the group can buy those. And then if they buy some of these powers, that is actually shared. They just only put one thing on the ground. Okay, initial damage of Shadow Pain is always a critical hit. 20% of all damage that you take is stored in Cathartic. So I actually already have one of these, so I could stack that. But I'm going to go with the initial damage of Shadow Pain is critical hit, just with the Shadow Death build. I think it'll work. Or I can acquire 300 Phantasma. Wow. Okay, we're actually going to acquire 300 Phantasma. Talk to him again. We can't buy more powers because I already bought all of those. But I can transform an enemy into an anima power. Or I think I actually want to buy this to increase my haste. That sounds really good. Get some more crit in here as well. Let's see. There's a damage done pot. That one's okay too. Let's see. Any good ones other than that? Increases the amount of damage required to break your psychic screen by 300%. This one's really fun to play with. I'm going to go ahead and take that guy. Okay, so actually I thought, yeah, once you buy them, you just get them. So you can see these are all the things that I bought. So, alright, rocking some more haste. Got some more powers. We're ready to go. 4-5. Okay. I think there's only 6 floors here in this thing, but we'll see. You can see the rune carver. This is actually the legendary crafting guy that you kind of helping free. He was letting me know there's someone on this floor that I can actually help. And so this is what we like to see as like a quest inside of Torghast. So I can go ahead and talk to you. Yes, I'll help you. So now I have this bonus objective. You can feel free to skip these if you ever see them. Sometimes they can be kind of time consuming because you're basically going off and looking for something. But if you don't find what they're looking for in the path that you chose to take, you might have to backtrack to find it. Which could just end up being more annoying than anything. So I always kind of pick them up because they do help you in damage, which is nice. Nope, Deafening Howl. Make sure I'm not casting. They do help you in damage, which is cool. But you know, if I don't find their thing at the end, it's not that big of a deal. Their powers are kind of so-so. They are seemingly specific to the type of mob that they are. They aren't just kind of random. And some of them are definitely better than others, but... Okay, get some bonded souls here. We already have 14% intellect, which is massive. Keep stacking it up. It's kind of boring just getting intellect, but, you know, hey, you do more damage, so it helps with the floor scaling. Okay. Put Malrat here. Definitely seems like I'm finding more of those on this floor than I was on the others. Bonded soul, great. They stashed another power over here. Okay, so Malrats explode or Psychic Stream last longer. Definitely want the last longer. That sounds good. And this Malrat, a lot of health. I didn't get the reset. That's bad. Alright, and I'm going to dispersion through this because I'm lazy. Is there a thing to turn it off? No. Looks like this room is... This floor just has so many Malrats. You can definitely tell that some floors kind of lean towards one... It's almost like an affix. This is the Malrat affix. Okay. Oh, there's a... Oh, there are mobs here. Whoops. Didn't even realize I triggered them. Sometimes I feel like that NPC actually pulls mobs, which, that's exciting. There we go. Killed that guy right quick. Perfect. Got the reset there. Okay, I'm out of combat. Just open the gate. Perfect. Yeah, nice. Okay, this is the end of the floor. Kill this guy real quick. Okay, so this is what I was talking about before. I've actually reached the end of the floor, but I missed the... Oh, no, there's the quest. Wow, I almost missed it. I was gonna say, I thought I made a different turn, that's why I missed it, but sure enough. Okay, these are all just kind of health ones, so I'll just do Powered Fortitude grants additional 10% stamina. Now just note, I got something that buffed that, but typically I do feel like I do have to... Yeah, so you have to click the buff off and then refresh it to actually get the new update. Okay, so I've now rescued the friend there. And then once they finish their RP, yep, they drop a power. Okay, sweet. So we get either 300 Phantasma or this Roots of the Dream Tree. Embody the Sturdiness increases max health by 100%, and you're immune to knockback. Oh, standing still because you grow roots. Yeah, I think I want the Phantasma. Next time I get to a vendor, I can just buy a ton of stuff. So, not too bad. I'll take it. It's a good one. Okay, looks like this might be... I think this... Either a boss floor or maybe something else. Alright, here we go. Okay, so we'll buy a plundered anima cell. I believe that's probably the boss up there, so I don't want to get that guy. We get some more haste, get some more crit. Sure, why not? Get some mastery. Just start stacking stuff. Sure. Absorption increase, sure. Produces magical damage taken. Yeah, that's fine. Maybe I'll do this one. Okay. Sure, why not? I think this is the last 4. Oh, I got an anima cell. Forgot to use it. Okay, increase the amount of damage required to break. Sweet. Man, that's at 600% now. It's huge. Alright, this is the final boss of this kind of quest intro to Torghast. You can see there's the chest at the end that I want. Okay, so we're going to go ahead and start this guy off. Oh, he's got a charge first things first, which sucks. My mind bender. Thankfully, he teleported. I can't remember if I want to interrupt rats or if I want to interrupt something else. I forget what I want. Okay, rat traps. I'm going to fear him out now. Oh, yeah. Takes a lot of damage to break that now. Great, now he's slowed. Doing his charge, though. Okay, rat traps. Make sure we move. Oh, my interrupt wasn't back up in time. Well, now I got rats coming for me, I think. Oh, I don't know where they are. Oh, move away from the charge. Making quick work of this guy. Oh, can you interrupt that one? Easy. Beautiful. Hey, we finished first level of Torghast, and we got a key. Nice. This has helped to unlock, I think, the Rune Carver. And we finished our quest. Sweet. Okay, and you can see there's a chest at the end of Torghast. This is stuff they're still working on, so I got like a legendary component. Who knows what this will be, but there we go, guys. Finished that kind of intro level of Torghast. Hope you guys liked it. Hope that was fun to watch. If you have any other questions, feel free to post them in the comments below. It's just kind of a quick little intro to what that is. And otherwise, guys, thanks for watching. See you next time.